actions don't fade from the lives we touch. Instead, they echo forever. And if you listen carefully enough today, here in Bernieres, you will hear the echoes of the Canadian footprints, the echoes of the Canadian combat boots striking the shore by the thousands, the echoes of those who stormed Juno Beach as part of Operation Overlord and fought the pivotal battle of Normandy in World War II. And make no mistake, there is no more sacred an echo than the footprints of those soldiers and riflemen, many of whom made the ultimate sacrifice right here on the sands that surround us. Those who passed through the crucible of combat will continue to fight on through the towns and fields of Normandy. Those brave souls served in the cause of peace in the face of tyranny and evil. They gave all, they risked all for us all. 75 years ago this morning, at 8:05 a.m. on June 6, 1944, beneath your very feet, together with their fellow Canadians, including the Régiment de la Chaudière and the 1st Hussars, stormed ashore the brave citizen soldiers of the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada. They were part of the first wave of the Allied D-Day invasion. Ils ont fait partie du premier contingent allié qui est arrivé sur la plage lors du D-Day. They engaged in major combat and successfully captured the strategic seaside resort of Bernieres-sur-Mer. Throughout D-Day, the battalion fought its way to its objective, the village of Annecy, approximately 13 kilometers inland, making the regiment one of the only Allied regiment to reach its assigned objective on D-Day. But this came at great cost. The regiment had the highest number of casualties among the Canadian regiments on D-Day, with 143 killed, wounded, or captured. Ces efforts n'étaient pas sans sacrifice. En effet, le régiment a subi le plus grand nombre de pertes de tous les régiments canadiens cette journée. 143 soldats sont morts, ont été blessés au combat, ou ont été capturés. And so, today, June 6, 2019, the 75th anniversary of the D-Day invasion, we unite to honor the great achievement and sacrifice of these Canadians. Today, you, we, not only stand in their sacred combat footprints, we not only stand where the shadow of General Romer's P-51 Mustang crusted as he gave air support from above. We stand amidst the backdrop of Canada House, La Maison de Queen's Own Rifles of Canada, the very first building liberated on D-Day in Normandy, taken by Canadians, no less. Canada House stands today as a testament to their sacrifice, achievement, and the beginning of the end for their enemies. But Canada House stands for so much more. Consider, for a moment, amidst the violence, chaos, and staggering loss of their brothers in arms to machine guns mere moments before, these heroic Canadians displayed the highest virtues, ideals, and values of this free and democratic force. On this very soil, they elected to capture, rather than kill, surrendering Germans following intense close-quarter combat inside Canada House, inside this very house. Canadian soldiers, in the punishing physical, mental, and emotional chaos of that moment, chose a higher path. They embraced all that is right, just, and true. They displayed courageous restraint, respect for the rule of law, and the observance of the laws of war. In so doing, not only did they exhibit bravery and the warrior ethos on D-Day, but they embodied the very Canadian spirit, values, and high ideals that we aspire to preserve today as a nation. They chose a higher path, the path of honor and integrity. they ensured right was done. And in that very moment, not only did these brave liberators begin the liberation of Normandy, but in that very moment, in that very act, they began the liberation of Europe from the grasp of tyranny and evil. Indeed, these brave Canadians showed the world what respect for dignity of human life, democratic freedom, and a just and noble world order ought to look like. And so we honor them. We honor them first in commemoration. Indeed, each year we pause with our allied brethren and sistren to honor their sacred legacy. But this is only the beginning. Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, who served as a captain in our regiment while studying at the University of Toronto in Canada, captured this notion best over 100 years ago. His words serve to focus our resolve and weight of effort. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep. And so we honor them. We honor them in our service to Canada, to France, and our international community. We honor them in our service to humanity. And we honor them, perhaps most importantly, in creating a world that deserves to walk in their sacred footprints. So, in the words of McCrae, do not break faith with those who died. Instead, take up their quarrel with the foe and honor them in your deeds to humankind in whatever way you can each and every day. Hold the world high and change the world. Make our world a place deserving of the sacrifice of our fallen and the contribution of our Normandy veterans each and every day. Faisons de notre monde une place digne des sacrifices des combattants du débarquement du Normandie, et c'est à chaque jour. We look forward to your service in creating a world deserving of their sacrifice and contribution. In pace paratis, en paix préparée, we will remember them always. Vive la France, vive le Canada. Merci. Mesdames et Messieurs, at this time, in honor of D-Day, we will unveil The Liberators, a painting by Canadian veteran Roger Chabot, commissioned by our regiment in honor of the 75th anniversary of D-Day. The Liberators depicts Canada House, the landing on Juno Beach, the crossing of the seawall, General Romer's P-51 Mustang providing air support from above, and the capturing of German prisoners following intense fighting in Canada House. We are so pleased to have you here, General Romer, to join us for this unveiling. But a moment before we effect this unveiling, our regiment would like to recognize the incredible generosity of the Hoffer family. The late Mr. Hervé Hoffer, his gracious wife, Madame Nicole Hoffer, their son Olivier Hoffer, as well as the President of Canada House, Captain Gauthier Habernick, for preserving Canada House. The Hoffer family owns Canada House and welcomes Canadians each and every day as a testament to D-Day. Your generosity and commitment to perpetuating our Canadian legacy is eternally appreciated. Merci. Now, to effect the unveiling, I kindly invite forward Her Excellency, Governor General of Canada, General Richard Romer, Madame Nicole Hoffer, Mr. Olivier Hoffer, Honorary Colonel Holmes, Honorary Lieutenant Colonel Goffert, and Captain Gauthier Habernick, together with the war artist who rendered this painting, Monsieur Roger Chabot.